Guys, welcome back. So I figured I'd go ahead and do a quick video on this as well. So Hobao also has the VTE2 but 8. Basically what that means is they have a 7 scale version of this, which has been out for a couple years. They went to a version 2 where they did a couple modifications to it, and now they also have this in an 8 scale version, what you guys are seeing here. We'll look at these photos a little bit up close, but it's the same thing as a 7 scale, but it's kind of been shrunk down to an 8 scale size, which is good because you can still probably run up to 8S on, you guys are going to do it, but it's good to have it in this scale because you're going to have a few more body options, and some people want to take this vehicle out and race it. And I'm probably going to go ahead and make a purchase on this and work on this because I have been waiting for an 8 scale on-road vehicle to do some work on. The springtime's coming, the summertime's coming. So you guys see here that it's available March 1st for pre-order. It's going to cost $420. Now this is a rolling chassis. So basically what that means is you'll have to buy the tires, wheels, electronics, and the body for it. So I'm going to be looking at a couple of things for bodies for this vehicle as well, but you guys see some of the features there with it. Now I have the 7 scale version, the version 1. I didn't get the version 2 of this. And currently right now, from my recollection of what's going on in the RC world, the speed world, the 7 scale one is the fastest one. I think it's about 218 miles per hour. And then the Limitless still holds the record at 220. So 2 miles per hour difference doesn't seem like a lot, but in the speed world, it's a lot. But still, for a company like Hobao, and people don't know that much about them, for them to still be in at least the top 3 for speed run cars is great. And they make some good products. So anyway, what you guys are seeing here is some of the layouts of this chassis. You guys see it's wide enough to fit some batteries in there. And one of the biggest things of a lot of these cars, especially 8 scale cars, is finding batteries that'll fit. You guys see that chassis is more than wide enough to fit batteries in it. So that's why I'm kind of curious of the dimensions of it. But if it's 8 scale, it can fit different things on there. You guys see there, it says it's lightweight. And they do have a Facebook page too, you guys. If you go to this link, you can click on it and you can join their Facebook page. And they're really good at putting updates and communicating with their fans and stuff about their products. You guys can see there some of the rear part of the vehicle. This is going to be a solid vehicle. That's why I'm going to go ahead and push the button and make a purchase on this. I'm just not sure exactly which body I'm going to get for it just yet. And then of course tires and wheels are going to play a big part in it. Probably get some GRPs to start out with, and then maybe some foams later on. But I plan on getting this and doing, of course, a speed run. And then I don't know if I'll get a center diff to fit, because it'd be nice to have this as a road car too, just take it and do some course racing with it. But I know it's going to handle well. And you guys can see there's some information as far as those battery trays are concerned. You can adjust it according to the battery size, which is good. Another thing you can't find in a lot of vehicles, or if you do, it's going to cost you probably twice as much. But to find this in an 8 scale vehicle, I think is good. So you guys see there a carbon fiber ESC tray on top of it. For that, you can probably also mount your GPS and stuff on there. And look at the bottom of that chassis. And that's going to be the chassis layout for it. So they got a lot of information on their site for this vehicle. They talk to you, for you guys that are real technical, like to get into this, they tell you about the suspension mounts and stuff, and then they have optional parts for it. And then you scroll through some of this other information, they show you the stuff here. Now this is going to be some information on the motor. I'm kind of curious of what center diff or what spool comes up in there. I think it's going to be a 40 tooth. Optional ring gear is going to be 40T and then 15 for that. So they do have options for different gear ratios for it. The center spool is going to be a 34 tooth. So that seems to kind of be the norm. I think Armor may have established the norm for that. But they're saying here mod 1 8mm shaft hard steel cup, big bore pinion gear. So it comes with a large pinion gear that's going to be in there. So the max is going to be a 48 spur can be used. So that's something that somebody would use if they were going to do some different types of runs with it. I'm curious if they're going to have a center diff for this. So it's maybe somewhere buried in these options. But there you guys can see there the motor mounts for it. So it's going to be pretty adjustable for it up to certain, of course, types of pinion gears and stuff. But these, with Hobao cars, I know you can use smaller pinion gears. Like some of the other vehicles, like the Limitless stuff, are limited with using smaller pinion gears. But with this, with my 7 scale, I went down to like a 17 tooth or 16 tooth pinion gear with it. So here's going to be some of the specs. I know they're a little blurry, but you guys can see that. And I'm going to need that for when I get this body for this, just to know, you know, They show you here the wheelbase, the length, and the width. And a lot of companies got away from showing you this information. I just don't know why they did that. But now you can see the specifications for it. And now I can take this and think about which body I'm going to get for it. And I'll definitely be doing a spring/summer build video on it. Get some stuff in there, probably some basic electronics, but I definitely want to get a nice body for it and some tires and wheels. And I do have some pretty high caliber servos I could put up in there. I got a Power Hobby one and stuff I'll probably put in there. But as I told you before, this is, of course, not a ready-to-run vehicle, and they won't sell it ready-to-run, which is good. A lot of people are going to get this and do their own build on it. But you guys, let me know in the comments what you think about this. I'm going to think about a couple of bodies. I do, of course, have a C8 Corvette, so I may try to get a body, an 8-scale body for that. Delta Plastic offers bodies for these. So once I get the vehicle in, I'll probably go through an unboxing of it and talk about some electronics and let you guys kind of decide, because I want to build it first kind of on a budget, and then I want to, from the budget racing, go up to something a little bit more high extreme to see if we can make this 150 mile per hour plus vehicle, still within a reasonable budget. So we'll see, but I know this is going to be a solid winner. So anyway, guys, put your comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video. As always, I appreciate you guys watching.